sight. I take a BS situation, gonna make it right. In the shadow of the darkness, I stand in the light. See, it's our style, to keep it true. I had a bad year, I'm going through. I've been knocked out, beat down, black and blue. She's not the one coming back for you. She's not the one coming back for you. If I fall back down, you're gonna help me back up again.
Welcome back, boys and girls, and here we are at week 9. Can you believe it? We are at week 9, which means this is actually the last week I'll actually be posting a plan for theater arts. Yes, I know, so sad for so many of you, but it's a pretty crucial week, so I'm glad you guys are tuning in one last time. That's right, this is the last video I will make like this for you guys. I know, sad times, right? But either way, it's been a long stretch, and I think we're all happy that, you know, we are seeing some conclusion in all this. Who knows? Will we start up like this next year? Will we have to do this again next year? Nobody knows. We'll figure that out later. Either way, things I'm going to cover this week are, number one, the grading system and how that's going to be approached going forward, and advanced theater auditions. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but I want to start with letting you know that all Zoom sessions are canceled for theater arts for this week. There are no Zoom chats this Tuesday, and there are no office hours on Friday. The reason being is, frankly, I'm going to be up at the school helping to pass out all sorts of things, primarily Willy Wonka costumes. So come during your designated times. I sent out an email to all your families about how we're going to do that. I also let you know through your It's Learning Willy Wonka Jr. section, so look in there for more details about that. I would also advise you, please read that email before you send me questions about when you should come up, because it's all in there. I guarantee you, it's all in there. If anything, it's probably too detailed, but read the entire email because all of that information is in there. Let's talk about grading for a second. Number one, I'm going to start with week 8 assignments. So yes, I'm starting with our final monologue projects. So I'm going through and grading the monologue scripts, then going back and grading the monologue videos. And once I get all those graded, then I will go back and I will actually grade everything that's coming in late. Yes, I understand we are still accepting late work all the way until May 28th, but I'm not making it a huge priority to go back and grade the late work just as fast as I possibly can. No, I'm going to take care of the work that's due this week, and then I'll go back and grade that. So for some of you who may have been waiting a little bit longer than others to get those grades in, just be patient. I'm not going to make it top priority for me to go back and grade all the late work as fast as possible. You're just going to have to be patient, just like I might have been patient with you waiting on that work to come in. And I know some of you may have had like technology reasons why it's coming in late. Some of you may have just been being lazy. But either way, I'm not going to rush this. I'm going to take my sweet time, and you'll just have to be patient. So keep checking Skyward, but I'm not going to make it a huge deal to make sure I get all that stuff in. If it's been turned in on time, I promise you, it's been put in Skyward. And the same will go for week 8. Let's talk about advanced theater auditions. Number one, if you want to be a part of advanced theater class next year, number one thing you need to recognize that it's a production class. We are working on Bobcat Playhouse Productions. So you're going to have to look at the dates that are provided in the audition application and make sure that you're going to be willing to be a part of all those productions. Now, I recognize we don't know what the dates are actually going to be for next year. These are our best estimates based on how this past season was supposed to go. I know we had to cancel the musical. Yeah, we've heard all about that too much. But either way, look at those dates and just recognize that you're going to be required to be a part of those productions. There is no way out of it. So if that's not something you're comfortable with, you're not comfortable performing in front of a public audience, then you may want to take another year in theater arts and not just be in the advanced class, which is the possibility. To audition, there's an audition application that you need to fill out. It's a Word document, so you can either print it out, fill it in by hand, and take a picture and send it in that way, or you can actually download the Word document and actually type it up and fill it in and send it in that way, and that's perfectly fine too. You can submit that electronically. that's fine. I know it requires a signature, but just make sure that you show it to your family so they know what you're signing up for as well. For the actual audition, you're going to have to do a monologue. So the monologues have been provided. If you're a 6th grader, you have 2 options. You can choose 2 of the 1-minute monologues that are provided, and they're labeled minute monologues in the file. So I want you to choose 2 contrasting monologues if you're doing that. So maybe one dramatic piece and another comedic piece, but you're going to have to do 2. And if you're a 7th grader, you're going to have to, and 6th graders, you have this option as well. You can do 1 of the 2-minute monologues that are provided. So once again, 6th graders, you can either do 2 1-minute monologues or 1 2-minute monologue. 7th graders, you have to do 1 of the 2-minute monologues. And you'll have to slate, you'll have to perform it and record it, and then submit it just like we have so many times during this process. So that's what is required. If you have any questions, you can always email me, or you can message me through It's Learning, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Guys, that's really all I got for you. The music we've been listening to is a longtime favorite of Mr. Harkins. This is a punk rock band out of sunny California called Rancid. I've been listening to them, oh man, since I was your age, frankly. And the song that we're listening to is off their album Indestructible. It's a song called Fall Back Down. And it's a great song, very fitting for what we've all been going through. It's all about when you're going through tough times in life, you always have people to depend on. You always have friends to lean on. Well, scary to think about. You always have Mr. Harkins to lean on as well. So there we go, boys and girls. 6th and 7th graders. I will be seeing you around next year. 8th graders, well, I don't really have any wise words here for you at the end. But just remember, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat. And I'll always be here for you no matter what. All right, guys, that's it for me. Oh, it's been a ride, that's for sure. But I'm so proud of you for sticking with it and really showing that true grit and the meaning of what it means to be a Spring Forest Bobcat. Got your back.